In this video, we are going to solve one-step equations using integers and division. Let's dive right into some cool problems. So we're instructed to solve, and in letter A, we're told negative 6y, or negative 6 times y, is equal to negative 42. How do we go about solving this? Well, we want to undo the order of operations as usual, so we undo multiplication by negative 6 by dividing by negative 6. Some people, when they're doing this kind of problem, will actually divide by positive 6 and still be left with the negative on the left side. Be aware that you can and should divide by a negative number to completely undo the multiplication by that full negative number. You don't want to create more steps than is necessary. So we do the same thing to both sides to keep the equation true. Negative 6 divided by negative 6, they cancel out, giving us 1 times y, or y. And now that we've verified that we have y alone, we now do the operation on the right side. Negative 42 divided by negative 6 is, well, negative divided by negative, positive 7. And I'll go back over how to check this one towards the end of the video. All right, let's check out B. In B it says 108 equals negative 4 times t. How do we undo the right-hand side here? Well, some people are more comfortable taking negative 4t and writing it over here and switching the 108 to that side. That's fine if you want to do that. I'm going to keep everything as is and just solve it the way that it is. Undoing multiplication by negative 4, I divide both sides by negative 4. I verify that the t is now isolated. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. So it leaves us with t is equal to 108 divided by negative 4. Well, it's a positive divided by negative. Our result will be negative, and it's 27. There's our answer. That's it. We've isolated t. Last but certainly not least, you've got 22m equals 132. So I want to undo multiplication by 22. I do that by dividing by 22. And of course, I've got to do the same thing to both sides. All right, so now that I confirm that 22 divided by 22 divided by 22 is 1, we've isolated m. Well, then we focus on the operation of what's being done on the right side of the equation. 132 divided by 22 is 6. And that's it as far as solving the equations go. I'm going to go over that last one and maybe the first one, just randomly, to show you how to check your answers. So we're going to reevaluate our answer into the original equation as we've done before. So we had 22 times m equals 132. So we got m is 6, so we would do 22 times 6. And the question is, does it equal 132? Well, when you do 22 times 6, guess what you get? 132. And so we have a statement that is true and cannot be simplified any further. So we know that our result of m equals 6, it was correct. So that's a good check right there. And I'll put a little check mark just to show you that that's not part of the solution, but part of checking the solution. And we'll go back to letter A. We had negative 6 times some value y equals negative 42. To check our answer, we evaluate 7 back in for y. So we've got negative 6 times that value of 7. And the question that we're asking ourselves is it equal to that negative 42? And the answer is, it is. Negative 6 times 7 is negative 42. And that is equivalent to negative 42. So we know we are correct. That's it all. We went over just a few examples of how to solve one-step equations involving the division of integers. It's awesome stuff.